everybody. Episode 2 of Podnauts. Got a name now, which is nice.
We're official.
Dan. Yeah, official. I'm Dan. We got John and Ray.
Hello.
What up?
And we're gonna be talking about some video games. It's gonna be a fun time.
Yeah. Based on your definition of fun. I mean,
Yeah, that's true. But
I don't know.
it's fun.
it's fun for us, kind of.
I guarantee you're gonna have a good time. And if not, go screw yourself.
It's a good attitude.
Yeah.
Just
All right.
consider yourself screwed if you don't like having a good time. No big deal.
Alright, so let's kick it off. It's been a while. Let's get an update.
All right.
Been playing anything recently that's fun? Just shout it out if you got it in your head.
Ray, you go first. I'll let you go.
Okay, I've got a lot of games that I've been playing this time. Unlike the last one.
First.
Jesus.
Usually I stick to like one game, and then I play all the way through it before I move on to the next one. But right now I'm playing a grand total of 5 games, I think.
Jeez.
And
Yeah, that's alright.
the one I'm mainly playing right now is Persona 4 Arena, which I'm really enjoying. I really love the mechanics in that game. I actually prefer it to Marvel vs. Capcom 3, surprisingly.
Ooh.
No, I agree with him on that one.
Oh, well, I've never played it, so I can't agree with anything. I've never played either of
True.
them. Which is kind of sad, I guess.
I don't know. Persona's made by, a combination of Arc System Works and Atlas.
Can I just say that, like, Atlas is so good.
Yes, they are.
Yeah,
They're
Like,
amazing.
they
so does
make
Arc
so
System.
many good games.
And
It's ridiculous.
and like the net code that Persona 4 has, or Persona 4 Arena, it's just incredible. I think it's the best I've ever witnessed in a game.
Yeah, Blaze Blue's the same way. Netcode on those games are pretty much, I want to say, flawless. I know it's not, because it's just, that's impossible, but...
I've only ran into one match
You're flawless, Dan.
with any
Thanks, babe.
with any leg, and like even on a 0 bar connection, it's like perfect. I just
Yeah,
can't believe
it runs, I don't know how they do it. Some kind of voodoo magic, I believe.
The Smash Brothers team should definitely take a look into
Oh,
that.
God. Don't even
You
get
know
me
what? I'll just
started
play
on
with
that
girlfriend.
shit.
I'll play with... I don't know.
What?
And the game that got me into Persona 4 Arena is Persona 3. How do you pronounce it? Fez or FES? I don't know. But
It's Fez, stands for Festival.
all right.
I thought it was like an actual, like, 3... I thought it was like an acronym or something.
No, from what I understand, it stands for Festival.
Final
But-
Enhanced.
Yeah.
Search.
Yeah, but Persona 3, the game I've been begging you both to play for
Yeah.
a long time.
Well,
A
now
long
we are
time.
actually both playing. Well, he already finished, but I'm playing it now. I don't mean to like cut you out of your 5 games, but
No,
I
that's
don't know. Yeah,
it's good.
Like,
It's a great game.
oh yeah, no, I definitely like. I bought it a long time ago, like right, I guess around the time it first went on sale on PSN, because I was just like, I have a lot of PSN money, so I'll just get something. And I started playing it, but when I tried to like get into it, it just made me really want to watch an anime. Which I guess, like, I don't know, like, that's a good thing, I guess. Like, I just
It's
like,
definitely got the anime tropes in there.
oh yeah, no, but now that like I really got into it and I got into like all like the aspects of the game, like, I am really enjoying it. I'm about like 15 hours in now, and that was like in about a week, so that's not too bad.
I was actually
Yeah, it's
Absolutely.
a long game.
I was actually surprised by how many cliches still make their way into Persona 3, since it's like a much darker story than the typical JRPG.
But I feel like it's kind of like I guess like kind of parodying it. Like some of it's just like it's like obvious like tropes, but like sometimes like I just feel like the obvious tropes are there on purpose.
I don't know if it's a parody so much as you just can't avoid them sometimes. It's
Yeah.
just the basics of storytelling. There's only so many roads you can go down.
Yeah, but I definitely like how it's like it is a dark game, like you said, but like a lot of times it's like a lighthearted game.
Yeah.
Like it's just there are like moments where it's just really silly.
Well, that's the best part about both the Persona games is that it's paced so well. You're never overwhelmed with one thing at a time.
I really want to play Persona 4.
Yeah.
Like I want to play that, and then I want to play Arena, but I probably won't like Arena that much because I don't like
If you
fighting
don't like
games.
fighting games.
Arena is actually fairly noob friendly. You have this standard
Well, it's perfect for you then. Huh?
AAA combo that you can do, and it won't really help you online much, but
No, he did not.
We're just trying to start a rivalry here. It's
What-
not a big deal.
But yeah, it definitely has a lot of options for the newer player to get good.
you won't
But it's also
won't
crazy
stand
deep.
a chance online with just the standard
Oh, yeah.
combo, but
Oh yeah.
I don't think he meant you specifically.
Listen, have you ever seen me play a fighting game? I just basically I throw the controller in the air and I just hit every button I can.
Hey, that gives you wins over half the people playing generally. So
Alright. I suck at Mortal Kombat though. I don't know why. I know the fatalities. It's not. I mean, like, how
the
could
fatalities
I not
don't help you win the game, man.
Yeah, but like, why can't I just rip the guy's head out like at the beginning of the fight? Like,
He's
why
not
does-
dizzy. Don't you know anything about Mortal Kombat?
Why don't I have like a frying pan hit him over the head? That usually works.
Are you? Now you're back in Smash Brothers, man. I don't know where
Is
you're
that
going
smart?
with this.
I don't
A
want
frying pan?
Well, yeah, I know, but it's like cartoon stuff, and they hit him in the frying pan and the birds.
I'm trying to hold
rip their
myself
skull out.
back here, but I do not like Mortal Kombat. I've never liked Mortal Kombat.
Well,
Tangent.
have you played 9?
I've heard good things about it. Like
9
the
is the only
story
one I bought.
supposedly really great.
Like,
in that game.
aside from the nostalgia value of the first 3, they've all pretty much sucked, except for 9, which is...
No, yeah, 9 is like the only one that I bought, and I'm really bad at it, so I don't really play it that much. But it is really cool. Like I love.
Yeah.
Like I used to watch like my friends play Mortal Kombat. I used to play it a little bit with them, and like it's just like I love the Mortal Kombat like universe. Like I love all that stuff.
Yeah, and it's got... 9 has one of the best single players.
Oh yeah,
Probably
no.
the best
Oh my
single
God.
player in any
It was so
fighting
much
game.
fun playing through that. I couldn't get past somewhere. I don't remember, but
Yeah,
it's been
and
like
in
a year
terms
since I played.
In terms of content beyond that, it's got like the whole tower thing and the unlocking
Yeah.
the cemetery. It's got a lot to it, and if you're a fan of the
fun.
Mortal Kombat universe, you should definitely. It's definitely a solid game.
Definitely. So, Persona 3, which is what I think we were talking about before.
Yes.
What else are you playing, Ray?
Yeah, Mr. Playing everything.
I've been going back through Metal Gear Solid HD collection, getting some extra achievements and shit. And
Nice.
Ray is an achievement
yeah, I'm
prostitute, just so you guys know. I don't like to use foul language.
And I've
Yeah,
also been
psych.
playing Epic Mickey, which I'm actually enjoying a lot. It's it's got a great art direction. Like
It seemed
all that concept art you saw, that actually does kind of make it into the game.
like
Yeah, I thought the problems with Epic Mickey were more mechanically.
The camera does
Yeah.
have problems, yeah.
I
But
feel like that
it's-
game always looked pretty cool, but like
it's kind of,
yeah, I heard a few bad things about it, but like I just don't like the name.
I think
If that makes sense. That's what'll stop me 9 times out of 10 from buying your game. If you just put Epic and then you just put the title.
But then
Epic
how are you
Mickey.
gonna know if it's epic or not?
Epic Yarn, yeah. I don't want to play that.
it's got a
That's
I will,
because you're too
I will buy
manly.
Epic Games though, which is weird. I'll buy Gears of War. It's not a problem for me.
It's because you're bro.
Whatever, dude. I'm just trying to set my Coors Light here.
Ugh. Ugh.
And it's
Anyway.
skunky too. Ugh. Anyway.
Yeah, I've never played Epic Mickey. I know nothing about the Disney universe, so I have no interest in it at all.
I think a few years from now it might be looked back upon as like a game that's been overlooked. And
Not by you. You'll make sure of
the
that.
sequel's coming out now, and it's gonna hit all platforms. And I've played the demo. I don't think the camera is really fixed up that much, but I think people are gonna enjoy it.
I'm sure they will.
It's a nice little prediction.
And
Is that all you're playing?
Well, I
Or
said
you want more?
I said
Go ahead.
5 games, but I can't seem to remember the last one. So let's just move on.
Oh, so it's just like, you're just playing around with it.
What have you
Nothing
been playing,
serious.
John?
I have been playing Persona 3
Right.
because you guys like convinced me to do that. After I did beat Pokemon, well, I mean, I just beat like the regular story. I always
Hooray!
like. I know. Let's have another half hour talk about that.
Let me guess. You beat the Elite Four.
I did, and they were so
Whoa.
easy. No, it's like I always like play those games, and I want to like continue after like while I'm playing, and then once I beat it, I'm like, I got other games to play. I don't want to play this anymore.
Yeah, I did feel that way about.
Like
Games
I'm always
in
like, I'm
general.
gonna be competitive this time. I'm gonna like train. I'm gonna EV
I'm
train.
gonna get in
I'm
the
gonna play
tournament
everyone.
scene.
Oh. It's actually I really like it, but I really like the tournament scene, but I don't have patience for
Gonna
that.
start breeding, worrying
Yeah,
about IVs and EVs, natures, and all that dumb shit.
Which is all useless anyways, because in the
No, it's
competitive scene they fucking hack all their Pokemon.
That's a discussion for another day.
Yeah,
Because I will yell at you about that. But
Yeah, let's not go
let's
down
not.
that
let's-
road,
I
please.
promise I wouldn't talk
Let's move
about
away
it.
from let's move away from this topic. So
Yeah. After
Yeah.
after I played that, I went to start playing Radiant Historia, which is another Atlas game for the DS. It's
I
a
know
time
about
traveling
that.
RPG kind of, and it's
Is it an older game?
Hmm?
Is it an older game?
No, it's pretty new. I think it's 2010, 2009, and it was like short release. It wasn't really talked about that much, but it got pretty good reviews, and like it's a lot of people compare it kind of to Chrono Trigger in like certain aspects. I don't think it holds up like quite as well
Oh, it's for the
I've-
DS.
as Chrono Trigger.
I've
I mean,
actually-
it's-
I've heard a few people actually prefer that game to Chrono Trigger, which
it's
I
different.
find like incredible.
Yeah, it's because it's got like a much more like serious story. Like it's a little like lighthearted sometimes, but like a lot of the times it's like serious. It's like there's a real like empire. It's like a real like government, and like the main character talks. He
Oh.
can think.
Ooh.
It's weird. Like he's like one of those guys who just like predicts like moves and stuff, and like I don't know. So that's like it's pretty cool.
That's
And like it has a lot of like the things like Atlas games have. Like you can like see the enemies on the screen. You can attack them and get like preemptive strikes and stuff like that. And the
That's
battle
pretty
system's a little bit different. It's like you're on like a 3x3 grid, and you can knock enemies into the same grid and attack them all at the same time to try and like kill them fast, which is pretty cool. But like the only problem I had with it, I've had it for like a year, and I've just been playing on and off for a year, and it's kind of like slow at times, and it's just like sometimes like keep like fighting like the same battles and keep doing the same things over and over again, and it gets boring. And I don't know. I figure I'll beat it eventually, but not yet. No, I will.
Okay.
I just have to like, and it's like one of those games like I have to like read a guide because there's so many like goddamn side quests.
To
that I
read a
wanna do.
guide. Come
I
on,
know,
man.
It's one of those games. I haven't done it with Persona though. I'm kind of proud
Good.
of myself. But yeah, I moved on to that.
That's
And
wait.
it-
What was that for? DS?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, that's
yeah,
for
that's
DS.
for
The
DS.
Radiant Story's on the DS.
John's been trying
Persona.
to
What?
John's been trying to convince me to play that for like ever.
I have been. I showed you trailers and everything. I feel like it's a game you'd like.
It does look good. I've just kind of forgotten about it.
Yeah, and plus they sold it, and then it was like really short print, so like not a lot of people got it, so they like
Yeah,
actually
it's like
reprinted it to like sell to
Every
people,
Atlas game.
which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like that, but
Atlas like forces its games to be niche because they just don't print enough.
yeah,
Well,
I mean that's
better that way because with
How
fewer
is it
copies.
better that way?
Well,
It doesn't oversaturate.
Yeah.
the
It's better that way because
If
if
they
you
o-
want to buy it later on,
so
you
they
have
don't-
to pay $200.
no, it's
Catherine doesn't seem to have that problem though.
It's
I
better.
see a lot of Catherine games.
It's better because they don't overship and then not sell as many games as they were hoping, and then like that's
Yeah, but it
that's
also
how
stops them from
that's
selling
how
as many
Atlas
games
can
as they'd
do
like.
what they do.
I guess
Unlike-
that's a glass half full type thing, but
That's basically the
Well, that's me
reason
blowing
why
into the
like
mic.
why would you do that?
I didn't know that was me.
So professional.
So,
man.
you think by the
Getting
second
cut
episode
off
I'd be
here.
a professional.
Think.
All
Be
right.
wrong.
So yeah, that's basically I'm on Persona 3. We already kind of talked about that. It's obviously
It's
people
awesome.
say it's a really fun game.
If you like RPGs, you gotta play it.
Oh yeah,
it's
definitely.
one of the best.
If and when I finish that, I would like to play Persona 4, and I would kind of like to play the one on Vita because I heard that's like the best version, and it's like nice.
The one that's not out yet?
Yeah, the golden.
Yeah, I want that too. Golden.
But
That's,
I don't
yeah,
want to buy a
it's supposed
Vita.
to be really
That's the
good.
only problem.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's a lot of
same
money.
problem.
I can't afford that shit.
Like
right
I kind
now.
of want a 3DS and a Wii U and that, and it's just so much. I work at
Yeah,
goddamn.
well,
I work
I
at
definitely
Starbucks, for Christ's
don't
sake.
want
I don't
a,
have that kind of money right now.
Definitely don't want a Wii U right now, but
PU, more like it.
oh, how long have you been holding on to that one?
Does any...
A few months.
Hey, Dan. Dan,
Yo,
do you know the differences in Golden?
some of them, yeah.
I know it's supposed to be like better graphics. Like this.
They changed. They got new animations in there. They got a new social link. They got shit. What do they got? There's like
By the
new
way-
quests, new areas to go. You can ride a moped.
Yeah. By the way,
You
the
said...
Social Link, I didn't think I would like that much, but it's like
It's
like keeping me
addicting, right?
addicted to the game
It's-
because like I was doing the stat boosting moves for no reason, like the video games in the mall, and it was a waste of my time and my money. And now I know that. I wish I was working on Social Links, but
You...
I don't know.
You really...
It's like there's so much to like do in that game, and like there's just not enough time to like do anything. So it's like my real life. I don't know.
Those arcade games are really useful later on, like when you have a persona that you think you want to use. Then
Yeah, that's when I figured I'd do it, but right now it doesn't.
then you can
Yeah, it's all
can
about
just
social
like
links.
abuse it and max out all your stats pretty easily.
So that's what we have been playing, Dan. What have you been up to lately?
Yeah, I forgot about it.
Assassin's Creed 3, obviously.
Yeah, we all forget about him.
Talked about that last time. Assassin's Creed 3
How do
is
you like that?
It's as good as I thought it would be, so
Really?
I'm very pleased.
I've heard a lot of people are disappointed with it.
Well, people are
I have to-
stupid.
Well, I know. I haven't played it. I can't say.
I honestly don't know why people would be disappointed. I really don't. Maybe if you didn't like the other Assassin's Creed, but if you're like a fan of the series, it's pretty much just makes improvements around the board.
Well-
There's so much to do.
Do you think that like a
Correct.
person who hasn't played an Assassin's Creed game could jump into this and like it and like
Oh
enjoy
yeah,
it?
That's-
Like,
oh
as
yeah,
much
they
as you
do. They do a nice recap, and it's really like a
Okay.
whole fresh new story. So any newcomer would definitely,
I might just skip all the other games and play that one.
That's what I'm gonna
yeah.
Although I don't want to do that because it'll leave me in like I played the second Uncharted before the first one, and after playing the second one, I don't know. I just like the first one is just like lacking so many features that
Well, yeah, that's the
I
refinement.
like can't
but
even play it. Like I don't like. That's why like I can't play like the newer games in like a series before the older ones because like I feel like I always just miss those features that like you don't even really notice until like they're not there.
Well, yeah,
Well-
but with this, you probably won't go back and play it. Go on, Ray.
even like I've played a little bit of the first Assassin's Creed, and I just don't think it's that great of a game. So I think it got
Well, yeah,
I think it got better from what I hear with the sequels.
Yeah, like you even said it yourself. You only played the first one, which was it was a good game, but it was like a glorified tech demo almost, a proof of concept
That's kind
that
of
set the groundwork for the later games. Assassin's Creed 2 is really the game that when it started to come into its own. And then Brotherhood and Revelations refined that a little bit more on each iteration. Some say Revelations was a step back, but that's whatever. And Assassin's Creed 3 just adds so much to the formula that, I mean, the new animation system is awesome. The fights feel visceral. You still run into the AI problems and the whole one guy will attack you at a time. Even though they have fixed that a little bit, but it's still there. But it's still a fun game. The story so far has been interesting. It's been some great plot twists that have definitely fooled me. And I'm just really loving it. And the ship battles. Developers got to make a pirate game. That's all I gotta
Yep.
know.
Alright.
And what else have I been playing? I beat Dragon Age Origins. That was a long
Nice.
time coming. I've been playing that game on and off for
My roommate was playing
since
that.
it's been
and
out.
He got up to like and possibly the last boss. I don't know. He couldn't beat him.
Have you
It's
have you moved
what?
on to the sequel?
No, I have
A
not
lot of
moved on to
people
the
don't like that
sequel. I
game, yeah.
still have.
Yeah,
I, s-
I've heard
I still have the DLC to go through.
I've heard so much hate for the sequel.
Yeah. We'll see.
I
The
don't-
thing is,
I don't know if it's justified though. Like, look what happened to Mass Effect 3. Like, I doubt the game has that bad of an ending. I haven't seen it yet, so.
It
I'm
doesn't.
playing it on my Christmas break, so
It doesn't have that
I'm
bad of an
gonna
ending.
wait for that.
It's definitely not a. And I mean, I haven't played the director's cut thing they released to fix it. But the original ending may have been underwhelming. By no means was it boycott worthy.
most people just hated it because like they were promised so much.
Yeah, I
It's
guess.
kind of a Peter Molyneux situation.
I guess.
Molyneux. I don't know. I was trying to make it
Peter
like an
Molyneux.
adjective, but it just kind of sounded like I pronounced his name wrong.
Because you did.
I know.
Uh,
No, I know. I know it doesn't end with the X, but it does.
But,
it's not pronounced.
You know, the thing with Dragon Age 2, the thing I think I'll like it more than most people is because, I know some fans might get upset. I know
You're
you
not-
guys have never played it, but
you're not
I'm upset.
quite as harsh on judging a lot of the games you play as a lot of people. Like, you
yeah,
get-
I'm definitely more forgiving than most. But
like
the main thing is the battle system or the whole combat system in Dragon Age Origins is what a lot of people loved about it. I hated it. I thought it was like obnoxious to use, and I hated pausing my fight every 5 seconds. I eventually turned the game to easy because I didn't. It's incredibly hard. Throw that out there. It's very, very difficult, even on normal. So that's why I jumped it down to easy because I didn't feel like dealing with the combat system.
Mm.
And in the second one, they sped up the combat system, made it a lot more casual. And
The second game might be my favorite game of this generation. I don't know. I really
Dragon Age
enjoyed-
2?
No, oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about Mass Effect. I kind of zoned out.
no,
Sorry
yeah,
about that.
yeah, Mass
Look at that.
Effect
it's a
is great.
Yes. I was thinking. I don't know why.
Same developers, you
Yeah.
know.
It's
the,
basically the
the
same game.
wheelhouse.
You know. Just put them in space.
and I have not played either sequel, but the original Mass Effect stands as one of my favorites of the generation.
It gets better.
Yeah, no, Mass Effect 2 is definitely the
Unless
the
you
star of
like
that
really,
series.
really enjoyed like the RPG stuff, which
And-
it doesn't
and I
completely
did.
get rid of, but it doesn't completely get rid of it, but it tones it down a lot.
I can see the sequel being better just for the fact that
It's
it
just more fun to
probably
play, I would
probably
say.
isn't as
That shit's
glitchy.
great.
Like, I was playing Mass Effect on the Xbox 360 and I ran into so many glitches during my playthrough. Like
Oh, it's a glitchy game, man.
like
The
one
first
time
one, yeah.
one time the right analog stick just completely stopped working for some reason. So I was
That's not
like,
your controller.
yeah, I'm sure it wasn't because the left
Are you
stick
sure?
was still working and the buttons were
Oh,
working.
did you try and plugging in and plugging back in?
Yeah. Did you jiggle the wire a little bit?
Yeah. Did you blow on the disc?
All right.
Okay.
All right. All right.
All right. Let's
Everybody calm down.
Let's move this along a little bit.
Well, yeah, but that's what I've been playing. I also started a.
Weren't you
I've-
playing that One Piece game?
Oh,
I
yeah.
beat that.
Oh yeah, you beat that. Okay.
I beat that pretty quickly.
What did you think of it?
I mean, I loved it, but I love Dynasty Warriors, and
He loves One
I-
Piece. I, can tell
I
you
don't,
that.
and I love One Piece, and combine them, and that's just love. It's love making. Is what it is. But
Just that kind of love.
I'm very aware of how shitty Dynasty Warriors is as a
Okay,
game.
I was about to say.
I'm very aware of it, but I love it. I love running around, mashing one
But-
button,
You are
and
totally allowed to
killing
love it because you know what?
hundreds of guys.
I can.
People
I can-
are way too critical. If like if the game is fun, people don't always care about that. People just they'll say like, oh, it's not a good game because
But,
it doesn't fit what they believe to be a good game.
but
Yeah.
It's fun, like
But
Yeah,
you
it's
know-
fun. It's
it
fun.
might not
you
be
know?
a good game, but like you enjoy it.
There's
It's worth
actually
it if
a-
you like it.
Dynasty Warriors style game that I do enjoy though, so I'm
Which
a bit
one?
of a hypocrite. Devil Kings. Have you heard of it?
Oh yeah, I played it.
Yeah, it's like Capcom's version of it.
Yeah.
I actually programmed that game. Where did
Yeah.
you say that?
Oh,
It
so
was
that.
actually in memoriam.
So the best you could do was a Dynasty
Wow,
Warriors
you
clone.
just like to lie.
You'll never know. You don't even know.
You know, it was a good Dynasty Warriors clone, Dynasty Warrior-ish game.
What's that?
Oh, let's see if I can even remember what it is.
Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, that's totally what it was. Oh, you know, I brought it up and now I can't even remember what I think it was called Drakengard.
I feel like I've heard of that.
Drakengard. There was like
isn't that a Square Enix game?
Yeah, you could ride around in a dragon and then jump off the dragon and fight a bunch of dudes.
I love
It was a lot of fun.
PlayStation 2, possibly? Is that?
Was PlayStation
It was
2,
PlayStation 2? Okay. Was it possibly Enix? Square Enix? Yes, it was.
yeah, like we just said. Yep.
Dragoon, whatever that means.
I think that was the Japanese name.
Oh, it's Dragon.
It was Dragoon. Which, I don't know why they changed it. It sounds like a perfectly fine name to me. Dragoon.
Oh, wait, did you play the regular one or did you play the mobile version? Because there was a mobile version possibly for
I did not play
LG
the mobile
phones.
version.
Oh, it's Europe exclusive.
I did not play that.
There was a
version.
Spanish version. Are you sure you
Nope,
didn't play
just
that?
the American version that was out. Was the one I
American is a
played.
very broad definition.
And Skyrim.
Oh.
Hey
That
Dan,
was the
since
last-
you're
I want to get back
last
into
game.
Skyrim. Damn it, I can't do it though.
It's good, man.
Hey, Dan.
It's such a good game. But
since you're more familiar with the Dynasty Warriors series, I've heard the original was a fighter. Is that true?
yeah.
It
Yeah, the very first game of the series is a fighting game.
Man,
I never actually played it, but
that's interesting.
yeah, and it's really nothing like the Dynasty Warriors that it is now. It had like a handful of characters, while the newer ones have like 80 different characters or something.
Nice.
Yeah, I kind of want to play it, but at the same time, I don't think it's that good. So
Probably not.
yeah, I can't imagine Dynasty Warriors fighting game being very good. But
Can't imagine any fighting games being good. Oh.
but yeah.
See, I
Alright.
don't like that genre. Speaking of
Oh.
genres,
Oh
come-
man.
which ones?
Segway.
Whoa, man, hold on. That segue just blew my mind.
Which ones do you guys like? Ray, I'll start with you. That's right.
Well,
I'm taking it over now.
Speaking of fighters, I do like fighters.
But
My my favorite genre is probably JRPGs. Even with all
JRPGs.
Yeah, I don't play a lot of Western RPGs, and I know I should, but I don't know. I'm just really attached to the Japanese style RPGs, and even with all like the cliches and stuff, I just love them.
Yeah, I could totally see that. I have
it's
a soft
much
spot for
more like
JRPGs.
orchestrated story that is usually filled with a lot of tropes, but like sometimes like that's what you want. Sometimes it's just like a story that you like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like it's just like sometimes it's just like what you need. It's like kind of like watching an anime sometimes.
Yeah, there's something about the storytelling of JRPGs that they have a flair for the dramatic that I really like. Just very over the top, flamboyant nature of them all. But I like that, and I
And
respect the JRPG.
and it's probably partly because I prefer Japanese developed games in general, even though like in the past decade they haven't been that great compared to Western games. But
Depends
yeah,
on who you talk to.
yeah,
Talk
I,
Japanese.
I still
You
I
can't speak
st-
Japanese, so you can't talk to them.
I still play way more Japanese games probably than Western games.
I don't really pay attention to the whole race thing.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm an equal opportunist gamer.
Well, now that you mention that, I do enjoy myself a nice JRPG more than occasionally, but I would consider my favorite to just be like RPGs in general, I guess.
Just the role playing aspect.
It's weird because I always think like, JRPGs are my favorite. I love them so much. And then like I'll never give like Western RPGs a chance, but like when I do, I will sink so much time into them, like Skyrim, Mass Effect.
Yeah.
Mass Effect, like stuff like that. Like I will put so much time into them because like they're just so different, but they have like a way.
It comes
like,
down
drawing you
to choice.
I think Western RPGs have just become a lot more polished than the Japanese RPGs.
They're definitely very polished. Yeah, like they put like so much like into like the world, and like the fact that like you usually get like it's more like open world.
Oh yeah, that's
and like it's like you could say like like the old like Final Fantasies were like open world, but they really weren't. You still like followed a linear path in the story.
Yeah, I mean you could
other things.
You could walk around the Mode 7 overworld.
Yeah,
but
you could do that, but you still follow the story the way you have to, like the way it's meant to be told. You can do like a few side quests or like whatever, but it's not really. It's not really like you deviate that much.
People always say Final Fantasy is really open, but when I think about it, the only ones that I can think of that really felt like you could tackle them like in whatever way you want, or like Final Fantasy 6 and maybe 12. 12
I never. Yeah. Go ahead.
12, I would say, had more like
it was
had a
huge.
lot of side stuff to do, but you still followed the same.
I was
story
watching,
path.
like I'm kind of like watching someone play Final Fantasy 12 on. I'm like watching it Let's Play, but
it's a
it
massive
definitely
game.
seems like if I was playing that, I wouldn't know what to do. Like there's just like there's a lot to do in that game. There's a lot of side quests, and like a lot of people don't like that game.
I don't know why.
It's like it's very different.
I didn't like it when it first came out, and then I gave it a try again a few years ago, and it's probably one of my favorite Final Fantasies now. Just for,
to be honest,
correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't when it first came out you only played the demo?
Yeah, the demo that came with
Dragon Quest 8.
Yeah.
Got him. Detective Dan right here.
Give him his badge.
Yeah, you can't. Final Fantasy 12 might be my favorite Final Fantasy.
I actually had.
But
I
you
bought
know,
Dragon Quest 8 and it came with the demo disc like 10 years later.
But
I haven't
you have
touched
to
either of those games.
You have to understand when Final Fantasy 12 came out, like the whole new battle system was so different than any other Final Fantasy that it just
made
didn't
it very
click with me.
MMO-ish, I guess.
Oh, well, I also played Final Fantasy 11, so maybe I was a little more used to it, but well, I'm not trying to hide. I actually enjoyed Final Fantasy 11.
Take his badge away, Ray.
Better
He doesn't deserve it.
What are you talking about, John? That's supposed to be a good game.
What?
Seriously, man. Get at it.
It's supposed to be a good game.
I know.
I think you're thinking 14.
I think I'm thinking nothing.
Which is rebooting. Can't wait for that. But so we got RPGs and JRPGs. Basically, what you guys are leaning towards.
I enjoy the nice shooter once in a while. I will admit that.
You guys don't like sports games?
I play Madden. I buy Madden every year. I was just about to mention that too. I do too.
I won't lie. I love Madden. But I love football, so.
My second favorite genre is actually the shoot 'em up. I
love shmups.
I've been
I
really
don't play those that much.
I've been really getting into them lately. Like I bought a PC Engine Duo a few years ago, which is known to be like one of the best systems for shoot 'em ups. That and the Sega Saturn. I've been like revisiting a bunch of shoot 'em ups on those systems. Really getting into them.
Okay. Alright. We were talking about shoot 'em up last time. Jamestown, I think?
Yeah, I love Jamestown.
Yeah. So,
Very, very fun.
Huh?
Very fun.
I played it for a little bit. I think I went over that.
There's also a really good recent shoot 'em up on the Xbox 360.
Just play the one on No More Heroes 2. That's all you need to do. I played it like one time.
Yeah, I can't even remember what that was like, but
I
remember
like,
you
to
right.
get money in that game. I played one mini game. It was like flipping burgers, and I got really, really good at it. And I was like, why would I even bother playing any of the other ones? I know how to play this one.
Oh, I thought you were
the
talking.
mini games in 2 are fun.
I thought you.
Yeah, they were pretty cool, but like I don't know. I just basically was just like I can do this one over and over.
John.
Yes.
I thought you were talking about the Isn't it in the first No More Heroes you get on board like a...
You can knock down coconuts. I remember that.
I remember that too. That sucked.
Yeah, I know. Then I just started fighting people instead. That
No,
was much more fun.
No, in the original No More Heroes, you enter a subway, and then when you sit down in your seat, it switches to a shoot 'em up, doesn't it? Do you remember
No,
that?
doesn't it just go into like a 2D kind of thing, where like you can only go left and right? Oh no, wait, no, yeah, no, wait. I think I know what you're talking about. Did you like dream or something?
Yeah, you fall asleep, and all of a sudden it's a
I was
shoot 'em up.
thinking
That's probably one of my
Yeah.
favorite parts of that game.
That was pretty cool. Yeah,
that was
like,
crazy.
I really, those are also two of my favorite games too. But that's
Those-
going off on another.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Going off on another tangent.
but that does
So yeah.
bring me to another genre that I've been enjoying a lot recently, the hack and slash with
You
Devil
just
May
love
Cry.
every genre, don't you?
Yeah, I said that last time, didn't I?
Hack and slash.
I didn't
Hack
lie.
and Slash is
Just by.
Dynasty Warriors. You should play Dynasty Warriors. I hear that's a good game.
That reminds me, I need to play Birth by Sleep.
Oh, shut up,
I
man.
bought that so long ago.
Just shut up about your dumb
Fine.
games.
Hey Dan, let me ask you a question. What games do you like to play?
Dynasty
what are your
Warriors.
favorite? Okay.
Video games are for little babies.
That's
Nah,
mean.
I was actually, I wasn't looking forward to this question because I don't think I have a favorite genre.
That's fine.
I generally
How
lean more
boring.
towards adventure, action, RPG kind of games. They all kind of blend together now. Genres nowadays aren't really like a
A lot of games like to
one-
add like
one
RPG
genre thing.
elements, even like I don't know, like I feel like a lot of games just like to add it to have like another like
Well,
level.
it's all genres. You're gonna be hard pressed to find a game that sticks to one genre and that's it.
Yeah. It's not
Like
the old
even
days.
shooting games, whatever. They all have RPG leveling systems in it, however you
Mhm.
want to call it. RPGs now are even getting more fast-paced and more actiony.
And
Which I'm not a fan
moving
of.
Some are moving, a lot moving away from the turn-based system.
I have no
we've
problem with
seen that.
turn-based, but there's a way to do it right, and that's
Yeah.
do it fast and not make me wait like forever, like start a battle and do an attack
Yeah.
and have like a million animations.
Which Persona 3 does do, by the way.
I don't think Persona 3 is that bad. Like
I mean it's
Oh.
it's a good example of one that keeps
Oh,
it
yeah.
at a decent
Well, you can
pace.
speed it up too.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, you can hit
Well, if you
the
hit
triangle
tri-
button, and
Yeah, it's only melee attacks. They only do the melee.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, you're pretty much
Now I
fucked
know
when
this.
you use it.
Yeah, it's like if you're getting through like
But
levels of Tartarus that are just way too easy for you, you could just hit triangle and they'll just speed right through the battle.
like just the fact the CPUs take care of all their commands and shit speeds the battles up very quickly, but it's also probably the biggest flaw of the game, I feel, because the computer isn't that smart.
Well,
I don't know
mean,
if it
it's not
speeds it up
necess-
that much.
I wouldn't call it a flaw because it's not like a necessary thing. I don't know. I
you
guess it's
mean?
like a flawed system, but
It is necessary because you have to do it.
wait, am I thinking of the same thing you guys are thinking of?
He's saying that the you cannot control your other
Oh, I thought
party
you were talking
members.
about. I thought you were still talking about the rush, the triangle.
No, he's
no.
Oh
That-
no, yeah, no, that's a little.
You were telling me over Skype that you lost to, I think it was the second boss.
Yeah, I kept. Oh my
Because-
God, and it's not
That
even a
was
hard.
funny.
It's not even a hard boss. and I
Because-
know
No,
it.
it's not.
And you gave the main reason being your computer controlled party members.
That was one of the reasons, and the other reason was that I kept like
You
getting
said,
fear.
yeah,
I don't
It's
know.
to train you for the real world. It teaches you that everyone else sucks at doing what they're supposed to.
Oh, I already know that. Also, I figured out why it's set up like a ring. I guess it's like a bullet. I figured that out.
You are like
It's like a
a
barrel of the
genius,
gun. Like
man.
it's just like clicked. Get it?
You are
Get it?
so quick.
I know. All right. So, Dan, you mentioned that there's no real like genre that you're favorite towards because they all kind of blend together. Is there any that you kind of stay away from or that you don't like?
sports.
That you're really like not a fan of, like that.
Honestly, I
Metroid.
don't think so. Like I'm thinking like maybe simulation games, but no, because I like the SimCities, I like Tropico.
Well, listen to this guy. He
I
can't
even
say
like
anything
The
bad about
Sims.
games. He gives them all their like credit, and he can't even hate one genre. He likes everything.
I'm even thinking like racing games. I think if I wanted to get specific about it, like simulation racing games, I don't like. Like I'm not a big fan of Gran Turismo
Do you like
or
Football
Forza.
Manager? Would you
No,
like
I
Football
don't. I don't like
That's
the
fine.
really deep simulation games, like Flight Simulator.
Yeah.
So dumb. I have a
You
friend
would
that
if you were
plays
a pilot.
Farming Simulator. Jesus.
Dan and I are
I
like
don't know why.
complete opposites in that regard because we get in arguments a lot on Skype. Like I'll say something negative about a game maybe, and he won't be so happy with it.
No. Well, I see. I can look at a game critically and I can review a game, but when I'm just like talking about games, I really only focus on the parts that I like, and it seems like everyone else, or a lot of other
Focuses on
people,
the negatives.
focuses on the negative. I don't know why you would sit around complaining about games that you're probably playing.
I can still enjoy a game and have problems with it. That's what I mean. Like
Me too. I don't finish games I don't enjoy.
Yeah, I mean,
I have never beaten a game that I'm just like, I hate this game.
like
'Cause I don't even bother like
yeah,
the
but
game if I really like hate it.
I can
what I'm
actually
saying,
No, I know
Go
what you're
ahead.
saying. Like
I can't-
there's
I
there's
can't
no
think
point in,
of
like,
many games that I've criticized that I actually hate. Most of them I actually really enjoy, but there are a lot of problems that I hope are like fixed in sequels or whatever.
yeah, and I see those problems, and I know that they're there. It's just I'm not the person that's bothers to even talk about them unless it's a really bad issue or something that's just good conversation. But if it's I don't if something awesome happens in a game and then the very next second like a bug happens and the game crashes, I'm gonna talk about what was awesome and not about the small bug.
See, everyone take note. This is how you should be.
This is how everyone
He's the
should be.
perfect human being.
Internet, yeah. But yeah, no, I could find a game in every genre that I will enjoy playing. I'll say that.
Well,
I could probably be the same. Even sports. I like
really.
there's this baseball
There's a weird
series.
Canadian game that I like to play with my friends. It's called Kill a Moose with a Stick, and we like to go outside into the forest.
And kill a moose with a stick.
And self-explanatory, but we do kill a moose with a stick.
Speaking of the
Oh no, hold on, everybody, shut up. I figured out a genre I hate:
Okay.
oh
puzzle games.
Ooh.
what? Puzzle games can
Puzzle
be fun.
games. I suck at them.
Hold
That's
on,
why I
do you
hate
consider Portal a puzzle game?
them. Portal gets a pass.
Okay.
Portal gets a pass.
Fine.
Like, do you ever play? Have you ever played Cogs?
I feel like I have. I've heard. I might have that game
Or like-
actually.
Or like the mini game in the first BioShock where you gotta the like
Yes,
water's
yes.
going through the pipes. Like, I hate games like that because I'm so bad at them.
So
I
you don't
cannot-
like have you like you
Do
know
you-
like have
do
you
you
ever played
hate-
Final Fantasy VIII?
Yeah.
You know Triple Triad? Do you hate like games like that?
I've never even played. I played it like the one time I was required to, and never touched it again.
Yeah. I wanted Blitzball. That's my one achievement. And
Blitzball is fun.
I won
Blitzball's
it.
not a puzzle though.
no, I know. No, I just need to tell everyone I won that story mode Blitzball. That apparently is impossible to win. And
It's
that's
not
like
possible. It's just very difficult.
I know. That's my crowning achievement. I won. I won. Everyone
won in
has to know
Blitzball.
this. Like I was even like looking at a guide like after I finished it, and it was like, don't even bother trying to win this game. It's almost impossible. And I was like, yeah.
It is. I tried a few times and I gave up because
I just got lucky.
God.
Like Waka came in and he's just like, all right, let me score this goal."
Waka. I love Waka.
So do I. It's John DiMaggio. How could you not love Waka?
Is it? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it's awesome. He's like the best.
Waka, best Final Fantasy character ever.
These guys are talking
bold
about my least favorite Final Fantasy right now, so I'm gonna
Final
stay
Fantasy
out
X.
of it.
Final Fantasy X is awesome. Final Fantasy X is probably my second favorite Final Fantasy, except for that scene. Everybody always like when I say I like it, they're like, "Oh, that laughing scene that makes the whole game horrible." I'm like, fuck you, man.
He sounds like
Play
Nelson.
the rest of the game. No, he doesn't. It sounds like stupid. That's what he sounds like.
Oh man, I love watching that. I love watching that video on YouTube. But you know what else I love watching? Movies. Movies are really good.
Man, John, you're really working these segues today.
Jesus.
Well.
You know, I had a good way to go into that.
Oh, okay.
In my
Never
own
mind.
head.
You go.
No, it's too late. It's done now.
Well, can you at least let us know how it's gonna go?
Later. I'm not gonna embarrass myself after you embarrassed yours.
Come on, let the audience hear it.
It doesn't work now. It doesn't work now
Alright,
anyway
fine.
because now we're all into this.
Fine.
Whatever.
All right, so we're gonna talk
Oh my
about
God,
video game
I'm
movies
so sad.
and how much they suck.
My fourth beer's late. Okay, yes.
So-
Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Go
so-
ahead, Ray. I know you want to say it, so go ahead. Let's get this out of the way.
Me?
Yep.
Yeah, I like the Super Mario Brothers movie. Said it.
And
deal
you're
with
wrong.
It, deal
So
with
you're
it.
wrong, but here's the reason why. I've never actually seen it.
Really?
Yeah, I know. It's
Thank God.
no, yeah, I haven't seen that. I actually haven't really seen too many video game movies. I hear they're really bad. I wouldn't watch any Resident Evil movies. They look really bad.
They are.
I've heard those
Like,
are
they don't
actually.
even, do they have anything to do with the games, or are they just?
I believe the first one does. Doesn't the,
Finley.
Because it just feels like it's a cash in to just.
Actually,
didn't the first one have Nemesis? I've never actually watched any of them, so I don't know.
I've seen them I've seen each video game movie once, and that's about as much as I can tolerate. So, but now that we're talking about it, I actually have thought of a video game movie that I was impressed with,
Ooh.
and I'm excited
Oh.
for its sequel,
What is that?
Silent Hill.
Ooh.
Oh, Silent.
I have heard good things about that. I've never seen that. I don't like
The
scary movies.
Silent Hill movie
You know,
is.
I actually liked
really
that
good.
movie, and then I read some critic reviews, and apparently everyone just hates that movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Critics.
I've
are
heard good things
critics.
about that.
Yeah, in terms of video game movies, I think it's one of the more accepted. And if you have any of you guys played the Silent Hills, the first couple?
No,
No, I haven't
I've
played
got
that.
like zero experience with Silent Hill, which is maybe why I enjoyed.
Well,
movie. I'm not
I know it's
the first
scary,
one,
just like,
the first Silent Hill movie, had a lot of stuff that the game had all kind of tied in, but the second one looks like it does that even more.
sure. Pyramid Head
And
was in.
Pyramid Head
Yeah.
is awesome.
he's
Pyramid
like
Head
the-
might be my favorite villain.
He's
in,
like the
in
coolest
he
creature I've
like-
seen.
is he just like a regular enemy, or is he like?
No, he's like a nemesis type. You'll be
Okay.
walking around and his
That's
giant sword will
scary as
come
hell.
from
Like, that's-
There's
out
this,
of nowhere.
There's this
I like
really disturbing scene in the movie where he
Oh, you're
tears
talking
this
about the
woman's skin off. Yeah.
Oh, it's my favorite
Oh.
scene in the movie.
Yeah, me too.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert. I'm gonna tell you about it. He picks her up, like he grabs her by the chest, and then in one motion rips her entire skin off, entire outer layer of skin off, and then I think he
Righteous.
actually throws it at the church door that they're closing in a hurry, and it like splatters.
Yeah.
It's really cool. It's really cool. You should check it out.
That's actually the scene that made the movie for me.
Yeah, it was. It was so
Pyramid
awesome.
Head is just such a badass
Yeah, and I'm glad
villain,
they're bringing him
monster,
back.
whatever
for the
the
second
hell
movie.
he is. I've never played the games, but like just that movie, he was awesome in there.
If you get a chance to play the first two Silent Hills, those are the best
I
ones
don't ever play
by
those
far.
games. Like I feel like have they aged well? I haven't.
No.
They look
Okay,
really,
that's
really,
why-
really foggy.
I
That
don't
was-
care about the looks. Like I.
If you don't care about the looks, then you probably would still have a
like
good
Final
time with
Fantasy VII and like 8 and all that stuff, like I don't think they look terrible. I could play those as much.
Like,
I-
I'm gonna tell you, this is gonna be like a little bit of a spoiler, but I don't think you guys are ever gonna play it anyway.
Probably
No,
not.
But,
no.
I don't like scary and
I plan on
okay.
playing every single
Okay.
Silent Hill.
All right, Dan, you can tell me after.
Oh,
No one will
jeez.
know.
It's just a small part.
I don't mind a spoiler though. To be honest.
It's not like
The
a
game's-
story spoiler. or
The
anything.
game's old enough that at this point it's my own fault. So go ahead.
Exactly. But I'm just gonna tell you the one part that really freaked me out in the first game is you're walking through like the demon world. I walked into this room, and the door closed behind me, and then it's just this square room with absolutely nothing in it, and then the door was locked behind me. So I'm like, oh fuck, like what do I do? And then like every once in a while there's like a bang, and you just hear a bang. You're like, oh god, and you keep trying to get out the door. There's nothing to do. Bang! And he's like getting scared, more scared, and then all of a sudden the door opens up and you're free to go. And you're just like, what the fuck just
Psychological-
happened?
Psychological warfare.
And like stuff like that is what makes the first couple of Silent Hills really cool.
Yeah. I hate one of my main problems with horror in general is that a lot of the times it's like cheap scares. It's just
I hate that.
it's like, oh, let me play a really loud piano or glass smashing and it'll make me jump, but that's just because the noise is really loud and I don't know. It's I do enjoy the things that really freak you out because they're generally they make you think and they're scary.
The pop-out scares are really I don't like them.
The
One, because they freak me out, and two, because I think they're a cheap way to get a horror aspect.
Yeah. Well, anyway, are you guys looking forward? Well, I mean,
all right, we'll do this. We'll do this. We gotta end it soon. So we'll go through, and I want to know the number one game you're looking forward to in 2013. If you had to pick one game in the coming year,
one game.
I want to know it. One game.
Ray, you go first, because I don't know.
Man, this is
I don't even know any games.
This is a difficult question because.
Yeah, I'll go first because I already know mine.
Okay, go ahead.
It's gonna be Grand Theft Auto 5.
Okay.
It seems like an obvious answer, but when you look at what Grand Theft Auto has done to the game industry with each of its main entries, Grand Theft Auto 3, 4, and 5, or will be 5, I have a feeling it's going to do a lot.
Okay.
It's had some of the best atmosphere of any games I've ever played, 4 at least. And I'm super excited about the 3 protagonists, being able to switch between them at any time. It sounds really, really fun. And that's the one I'm looking forward to the most.
I've thought of
as
mine.
of right now. All right, hit me with it.
Jesus, what's the name of it again? The new Metal Gear Solid.
Oh, Ground Zeroes?
Ground Zeroes, right. Big Metal Gear fan, and that one looks amazing. There's rumors that it might be on the PlayStation 4, and I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't know about that.
You never know, man. But I'm definitely game to get behind a open world Metal Gear Solid.
Okay. I should probably beat the first one eventually.
Oh, Jesus.
I tried. I died on the first level. I forgot what happened.
You probably weren't sneaky enough.
Oh my god. And then I tried to get past that part where you need to smoke and
That's
get past
the
lasers,
laser
but I couldn't
beams?
do it because I couldn't see the lasers even though I was smoking. I couldn't figure out what I was supposed to do.
I would also say The Last Guardian or Final Fantasy Versus 13, but we all know those aren't coming next
That's
year.
not coming out ever. Well, The Last Guardian might. Versus 13 might not. Okay. But if I had to say, I guess if I had to say, it would probably be, possibly Tales of Xillia, or however that's pronounced.
Ew.
I don't know.
Tales of Xillia, really?
I don't know. I have no.
Why don't you just play any of the other Tales games? They're all the same.
Alright, maybe not Tales of Xillia.
No.
I don't know. It's weird. I can't. I'm looking at all this stuff. I'm looking at the games, and there's nothing that really. Maybe Ni no Kuni. Maybe that.
Ooh.
Maybe that. Because that seems.
That's
pretty cool.
awesome. I like that
That
pick.
does seem pretty cool.
Hold on, I think I pissed right off with my last statement.
No, Tales
John-
of Vesperia was cool.
John,
Yes.
you know I'm a big Tales fan, but
I know.
lately,
heard-
I don't know. I'm just not really into the
just
series
doesn't
that much
know.
anymore.
I didn't even Grace's F. I need to get that eventually.
I've heard that Grace's was disappointing.
Okay. Well, I
Yep.
guess I will go with Ni no Kuni.
I like that pick. I think this is gonna be really good.
It seems pretty cool. Studio Ghibli is supposed to be really nice. From what
John,
I hear.
I haven't
Kinda.
actually been keeping up with my Tales news, but do you know if Xillia is being localized?
It says on Wikipedia that it is, so I mean, I don't know.
Oh.
That's pretty reliable.
Yeah.
Whoa, hold on.
Wikipedia never
Whoa,
lies.
Hold on, what is this?
What?
Whoa.
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Oh, don't worry, we have all night.
Apparently there's another Gears of War coming out, so let me take all that back.
Yeah.
Let me take it all back.
Really, you're still looking forward to
Gears of War Judgment. Gears of War 3 was really
Okay.
good. Alright, Ni no Kuni or Gears of War. And that's my final pick.
Alright, it's kind of went on both ends of the spectrum there, but I like it.
Alright.
Alright, yeah.
I hope you guys like this. All two of you listen. Very, very nice of you to listen to the end.
Unfortunately,
comment
we
with
were a
burgers
little.
if you hear this part.
Don't make them do something obnoxious.
No, you know what? I have the power.
They've already done
They've
enough.
already suffered enough, but I have the power. And we'll see.
I don't think you have any
Yeah.
power. I think you're delusional.
Yeah. Prove Dan wrong. Say burgers in the comments.
Prove me right.
Break.
Don't say anything. I think I'm gonna win this bet.
Alright, we'll see about that.
Alright, well, till next time, I guess if anybody is listening and wants to hear us talk about something,
Please leave feedback.
feel free.
Yeah, that would be great.
If there's anything we could do to make this better, which I know we can, please let us know.
We're having fun, guys, but we would have more fun if we're entertaining you. So,
Yeah.
please let us know what we can do for you.
Until next time, I suppose.
And remember, there's always the Master System.
No one will get that except for me and you.
I gotta cut that part out. I didn't do
No,
it
don't
right.
cut it
Yeah,
out.
please cut that out. No, cut it.
Cut. Look, if you guys can see me right now, if you ever watched Full House, and Uncle Joey's just like, cut it out.
Cut it out. Yeah, I
would
get
do
it.
that right now. That's the best thing I'm
I
doing.
couldn't even say it right because I couldn't say it with a straight face.
There's always the
All
Master
right,
System.
it's been fun. I don't even want to acknowledge Ray
Okay.
and his little outro.
Wait, let's redo the outro again.
No, alright. Alright, well,
That's
this
the
is,
outro.
This is Podnauts.
Podnauts. That's
This
right.
is
We have a name.
Podnauts. What do astronauts do? They shuttle out.
Oh my god. Oh, wish I had more palms to put my face in right now.
Scuttling. We're like crabs. Scuttling out.
All right. All right. We're done
Oh my
here.
god.